Thank you.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right,
Please,
how you doing?
Everyone remembers Joey from Friends as the ultimate ladies' man.
How you doing?
With one "how you doing," he could get any lady he wanted.
So let me tell you a little more about it.
As it turns out, Matt LeBlanc hasn't strayed too far from his character's womanizing behavior. His failed marriage and short flings have all been riddled with infidelity allegations. After his most recent split, fans can't help but wonder, does Matt have a problem staying faithful to his partners? Matt LeBlanc's rep made the shocking announcement that he and his girlfriend of the past 6 years, Aurora Mulligan, called it quits. They haven't been together in over a year, a source revealed, leaving fans slack-jawed over the news. Matt and Aurora were first linked back in 2016. Despite Aurora being 17 years younger than him, the age gap never got in the way of the sparks flying between them. They met on the set of Top Gear, and Mulligan, the producer of the show, asked Matt to come in host with the hopes that his appearance on the show would boost their ratings. It wasn't much later that they were seen together at the Hickstead Derby, both looking completely besotted with one another. An insider shared, they were very tactile and Matt seemed to be very taken by Aurora as he laughed and chatted intimately with her. Aurora just kept laughing at all his jokes. It's definitely more than just a professional relationship. Unfortunately, it turns out that things didn't work out for them, and they parted ways. When it comes to heartbreak, this isn't the actor's first rodeo. And Aurora wasn't the first European woman to have caught his eye either. LeBlanc was previously married to British model Melissa McKnight for 3 years. After a string of short-lived relationships, Matt LeBlanc seemed to have found the one with Melissa. As a model, she had already built a career for herself in Hollywood, but it wasn't until her relationship with LeBlanc that she started getting a lot more attention. The two were introduced by a mutual friend, and after just 1 year of dating, LeBlanc popped the big question and they were wed soon after. Melissa was already a mother of 2 from her first marriage, but at the beginning of 2004, the couple welcomed a daughter of their own, Marina. Matt couldn't have been happier about becoming a father. He gushed, "The second I laid eyes on her, I was in love, and I had never felt that way before. I couldn't believe it. I knew from that moment there was nothing that would ever stop me from loving her, even if she had crashed my Ferrari." Unfortunately, the new parents faced their worst nightmare after Marina fell while she was crawling and began to experience seizures. At just 8 months old, their daughter was diagnosed with a rare brain disorder called cortical dysplasia. LeBlanc devoted all of his free time to Marina, making sure she always had what she needed. Luckily, with treatment, she made a full recovery.
Now I have a daughter, and I figured I'm old now.
However, having to deal with their daughter's diagnosis added pressure to the couple's marriage. There had already been reports of the actor's womanizing. However, when reports of Matt's infidelity surfaced, his marriage hit the rocks. The reports described an incident at a nightclub between LeBlanc and a lap dancer, Stephanie Stevens, in 2005, just 2 years after the birth of his daughter. The actor issued a public apology to his wife and fans, but it was too late. The damage was done. Matt confessed that a strip club was not where a family man should be, but went on to claim the dancer was partially to blame. "She was in my face, pushing her breasts into me and grabbing my hands to go all over her body. She was telling me to caress her, and in my head I'm thinking, what's going on?" Unfortunately, things with Melissa didn't work out, and his marriage crumbled. In fact, he abruptly moved out of the family home. An insider shared his moving out was very sudden, and that Melissa was absolutely blindsided by what transpired. Thankfully, despite the messy reasons for their split, their divorce was amicable. They shared joint custody over their daughter. With everything the actors had to face over the last few years, it's no wonder he's preferred life out of the spotlight for quite some time. However, he didn't put his womanizing days behind him, despite the scandal that he faced with the lap dancer. Shortly after his divorce, Matt moved on with his Joey co-star Andrea Anders in 2006. They were together for around 8 years, making this one of the actor's longest relationships. However, at the beginning of 2015, it was announced that the couple had split. The reason? Well, it was reported that Matt had cheated on Andrea at a Halloween party the year before. The actor was caught at the party flirting with multiple women, spotted having his arms around a mysterious blonde, as well as allegedly kissing another woman. After images from the party were leaked to the tabloids, Matt's rep claimed that it was all untrue and insisted that the actor did nothing wrong. Since then, several women have claimed to have had fleeting relationships with Matt. One of them was another one of his co-stars, Holly McGrath. She says she met him in 2010 when she was an extra in his show, Episodes. She claimed their little fling lasted just 3 weeks. Matt showered her with champagne and even confessed he had a girlfriend, but told her it was on-off and that Holly was his perfect woman. The pair reportedly spent 2 nights together in his hotel suite and exchanged dozens of text messages over a week before meeting again for a 3rd rendezvous. According to Holly, Matt ended their relationship in a text message which read, "I can't see you anymore. Too much drama for me." She explained, "Matt is an incredible guy. He was lovely, very grounded, and very normal. There's a sincerity and warmth to him, and he would stare into my eyes for hours." It's no doubt that the actor has had to endure a pretty bumpy road when it comes to his love life. But if there's one heart he isn't going to break, it's his daughter's. He's focused on spending most of his time with his daughter and being the best father that he can be. After all, his own father wasn't the best role model, and he wanted to make sure he wasn't repeating his father's mistakes. "My dad has been married 8, 9, 10 times. He was a ladies' man. Now he's old. I don't talk to him," the actor confessed. While Matt and his father don't have a relationship, it was the birth of his daughter that made him realize how important it is to be a good father. He doesn't go out partying in nightclubs anymore. He'd much rather stay in and spend time with his little girl. "We make breakfast, go horseback riding, hiking. I really try to offset this computer age kid thing that's going on now with as much time outside. Spending time with her is the best thing I've ever done. We have a great bond and it's the best thing in my life." While the actor may not have been so lucky in love, if there's one good thing that came out of his marriage, it was his daughter. Hopefully he'll get lucky in love too and find the woman who will give him his happily ever after. But for now, it seems like Matt's heart only has room for his little girl, and if that doesn't warm your heart, we don't know what will.